Daniel Craig was almost Reed Richards. We've got reactions to Stranger Things and Chippendale Rescue Rangers, the first trailer for the third season of The Boys, and details on how you can catch a sneak peek at the third season of Love, Death, and Robots tonight. And there's even a ton more to talk about. But before I break it all down, if you're new to the channel, make sure you click the subscribe button and turn notifications on so I can keep you updated on the geekiest stuff every week, all week long.
Come with me for the best geek news.
Hello, I'm Chris Killian, back from the weekend where I got no sleep because I was playing the Evil Dead game with my boy Agent Stone, but don't you worry, I'm good, I'm back. He's back! Minor spoilers ahead for Doctor Strange 2 if you've been living in a cave, but according to Deadline reporter Justin Kroll, John Krasinski was not the first choice to play Reed Richards.
What?
It turns out Daniel Craig was originally signed up for the role, but had to back out at the last minute due to COVID. Once the news broke, my boy Boss Logic whipped up this cool picture of Daniel Craig as Reed Richards, and now I can't stop thinking about what Mr. Fantastic would be like if he had a foghorn leghorn accent.
I'm here at the behest of a client.
However, Heavy Spoilers is now reporting that Daniel Craig had actually signed on to play Balder the Brave, and he was never in talks to play Reed Richards whatsoever, but when Daniel dropped out, Reed Richards was then added to the script. So, which report is true?
I have no idea.
The first reactions to Chippendale Rescue Rangers are online, and they're very positive. To sum it all up, people are saying it's laugh out loud funny and features an insane amount of cameos that rival that of Marvel films. So I don't know, maybe you guys ought to go ahead and mute Chippendale on Twitter so it doesn't get spoiled for you.
I hate it here.
The world premiere of the fourth season of Stranger Things went down this past weekend, and the first reactions for the first episode are top-notch. People are saying it's massive and gorgeous and thrilling and horrifying and all the buzzwords that get you retweeted. All cynical jokes aside, I am excited there is a good buzz about it after it felt like people's enthusiasm for Stranger Things had waned in recent years.
That's when I thought I was out. They pulled me back in.
The third season of Love, Death, and Robots premieres this Friday on Netflix, but if you're desperate, I mean desperate for a sneak peek of the show, then I got you.
Thanks, Chris.
No need to thank me. All you gotta do is go to the address on the screen, then RSVP, where you will then be invited to the virtual premiere tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time for the third season of Love, Death, and Robots. Not only will you get to see some clips from the show, but there will also be a Q&A afterwards with producers David Fincher, David Miller, and Jennifer Yu Nelson.
That sounds awesome.
Speaking of awesome, Netflix dropped a trailer for Geeked Week 2022 today, going down June 6th to June 10th, and the trailer's hyping up all kinds of cool stuff that Netflix has locked and loaded, including Stranger Things, The Umbrella Academy, The Gray Man, Sweet Tooth, Resident Evil, and a ton more. My personal favorite, though, is The Sandman, and now we've even got our first look at Gwendolyn Christie as Lucifer.
You know, that name does sound vaguely familiar.
It was announced today that Black Mirror is coming back for a 6th season on Netflix, and I can't wait to see what futuristic technology they make me terrified of next.
It's gonna replace CDs soon, so I'll have to buy the White Album again.
That's not all. Today, Amazon Prime dropped the official trailer for the third season of The Boys, and holy milk mustache, this looks amazing.
I know.
The show drops on June 3rd, 2022, and the Red Band trailer is very Homelander heavy and gives us our first look at Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy in action, whom I can only assume is gonna have quite the gruesome death.
I can't watch that.
I told you guys we have a lot to talk about. Today, Hulu dropped the first teaser for the Predator prequel titled Prey, which shows the Predator hunting some Comanches. Even Arnold strapped to the nines had a tough time taking on a Predator, so I imagine this is not gonna go well for the Comanches.
Get to the chopper!
They didn't have choppers back then, you see what I mean. Prey hits Hulu on August 5th. If you've ever wanted to see Batman go toe-to-toe with Bugs Bunny or Shaggy, well, have I got a treat for you. Multiverse is an upcoming free-to-play crossover fighting game, and we got the trailer today. I'm guessing I will hate it slightly less than Fortnite, but only because Multiverse is low-key kind of a cool name.
Good title.
The launch date of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2 has reportedly been decided. Trusted insider Jeff Grubb revealed more details for the sequel, which we're hearing is going to be titled Star Wars Jedi Survivor. He denies the game will be added to Microsoft's Game Pass subscription service as a day one release, and instead the game will reportedly launch sometime around February or March 2023.
It's closer than you think, Captain.
And that's that for Monday. There's a ton to talk about today, so drop some comments, tell me what we talked about that you're most excited for, and make sure you turn on notifications because between me and you, there's some cool stuff going down this week that I just can't tell you about yet. All of the stories in this video came from articles written on ComicBook.com, so if you'd like to read more about some of today's news with your very own eyeballs, feel free to head over to ComicBook.com where we work 24/7 to keep you all up to speed on the latest news. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and more, all of which are linked below. If you're someone who likes listening to other people argue for hours on end about this sort of stuff, we've got you covered there as well with Comic Book Nation, hosted by Kofi Outlaw every Friday, or our Marvel-focused podcast hosted by my best frenemy, Brandon Davis, on Wednesdays. If you want some behind-the-scenes antics or previews of my cosplay, or you want to know what it's like to live on a spaceship for months at a time with no genuine human interaction, find me on Instagram at CKComedy or Twitter at Chris Killian, all linked below. Once again, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and give yourself a pat on the back for making it this far into the video. That's great. I can't believe you made it. See you tomorrow.